performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look. And right away, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have a chance. There's a little bit of depletion when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They'll run on first down. It's Green.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
The numbers for Green a week ago, 19 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. After the interception, here's Griffin. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he did not pull it in. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Griffin, he's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They go play action. Griffin.
Looking for Hopkins, and he's got him on the crossing route.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Once again, Griffin. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Run there on first down, and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 95 yards, and a score.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. The 20. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. 54 yards.
And the Titans are an extra point away from evening this one up. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter. Tied 7-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it ends with a Tennessee score.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with it.
So for the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were
ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Green, and he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll look to throw here. Miller. He's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. On second down now, it's Green. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now back to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're ready to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Now they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Griffin. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's had just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. On play action, they'll throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. On first down, it's Green. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. To the right side, complete to Miller. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Back to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They go play action with Griffin. Steps away. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Play action. Now Griffin. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. On 2nd and 12, Griffin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way. Touchdown, Texans! From 8 yards out. And the Texans have retaken the lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up. Here's 2nd and 8. Batted by the safety, but caught anyway. And he gets us just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On the return is Peterson. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return.
And the Texans will take over. The Texans with the football here late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. It's complete to Hopkins. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Griffin on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
And the Titans are going to recover the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
This defense, 3 interceptions now. And, Charles, obviously that one for the pick 6. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play, because the way they're getting after it, partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question. And
past the halfway point of the season, and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. They'll throw on first down with Griffin. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
3rd and long. It's Griffin. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half.
Touchdown! A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result, a Houston touchdown. And the Titans are going to recover the football. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's able to find Miller. And it's a Titans touchdown. From 21. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Just 2 plays, the long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Houston set to take over. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And now they're in the hurry-up. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Throwing now, Griffin on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route.
He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 48 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. And the Titans are going to recover the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll run on first down. It's Green, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Green, and he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 14. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. On 3rd down, Green. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And his kick is right there. It's good. And now drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. And now out comes Houston.
Well, they're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Man open is Robinson. Touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards.
And the Titans are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize. It's hard to adjust because the first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Griffin. Going deep for Hopkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive cut.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they will score a pick-6 for the Texans TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Nashville. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Green brings it in. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Tennessee offense set to go again. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And caught right side, Green. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll look to throw.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. Their 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will cut this lead down to 25. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go play action. Griffin. Caught left side, Hopkins. Touchdown, Texans. A big play there. 51 yards.
And the Texans are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point up and through. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
166 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Titans on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Green able to dance free, and he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now it's Peterson, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
On 1st down, Griffin on the move to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
36 yards on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And the Titans are going to recover the football. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. And the Texans are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they're going to speed things up here. Griffin going to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review in this. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And his kick is indeed good. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Houston set to take over. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On now is the Titans punter as he's on here to punt it away. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So a new set of downs after a big mistake on special teams. Again, he'll drop the throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Back to throw again.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Across the middle, he finds Robinson.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time is run out on this ball game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do